Across the globe, every single continent is reporting that one asset class is one of the top two ways that people are building generational wealth. So this has been tried and tested. It's worked across different generations. And so I definitely recommend looking into this asset class if you're somebody who's serious about building a generational wealth. Now, I'm not saying it's the only asset class. It's one of the top two ways that most people are building generational wealth across the world. And because we're not looking to reinvent the wheel, we're looking to lean into what's already working. It's definitely worth looking into to understand how you can get yourself into this investment class. So the asset class I'm talking about is property. Whether it's Asia, whether it's Africa, whether it's America, South America, Canada, Europe, Australia, property is building people generational wealth. So how can you get on the property ladder? How can you get yourself into property investment? If you're in developing markets, then most people are relying on being employed to generate income. And so provided you're practicing good financial hygiene, your income should allow you to get a mortgage at some point over your career for you to be able to purchase a property. So you need to understand how mortgage products work. You need to understand the requirements for getting a mortgage, and then you can get yourself on the property ladder and begin to build that generational wealth. Now, for individuals who are not in the developed markets, so perhaps you're in developing markets or emerging markets, then individuals in these specific areas tend to actually build their own homes. So it might take 3 years, it might take 5 years, it might take 15 years. But the point is they actually build their own homes. Now, focusing in on Africa in particular, we tend to have ancestral land that's passed down from generation to generation, because even our ancestors realized that owning land and property essentially is a very important way for people to build wealth. And so with that land being passed down from generation to generation, it's important for us to actually now begin to use that as a means of multiplying our streams of income. So there's no reason why young people should not be going back to their ancestral homes to farm, because we understand that there is a global food shortage. We understand that Africa feeds the world, and we understand that, food is being tampered with, from the quality of the food, processed foods, and we are in a position where we can actually produce organic food. So if you do have ancestral land sitting around and you think that, I'm not able to get property into my investment portfolio, you might actually be sleeping on an asset class that can actually then create an additional stream of income that can actually be a lucrative way for you to build your generational wealth.